Number 3, determine the highest common factor of 80 and 112. So we're going to do this quickly. We already know the drill. So the smallest prime number that can divide into 80 would be 2. And 80 divided by 2 is 40. Sure, we don't need a calculator for that. Then the smallest prime number that can divide into 40 is again 2. And 40 divided by 2 is 20. Again, we will have 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. Again, we will have 2, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. Then we will have 5, and 5 divided by 5 is 1. So that was pretty straightforward. Let's do it for 112. So the smallest prime number that can divide into 112 is 2. And 112 divided by 2 gives us 56. So that is 56. The smallest prime number that can divide into 56, of course, again is 2. 56 divided by 2. Notice I'm using my calculator to be sure here. And that is 28. And then the smallest prime number that can go into 28 is also 2. And I think that's 14. Yeah, it is. 28 divided by 2 is 14. Smallest prime number that can go into 14 is 2. 14 divided by 2 is 7. And the smallest prime number that can go into 7 is 7 itself. And 7 divided by 7 is 1. Right, so that's done. We've got 80 being a product of, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 twos. So that is 2 to the power of 4 times a 5. And then for 112, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 twos, and we've got a 7. So the highest common factor is simply the factors that are common and the most of those factors that are common to both numbers. And in this case, it's pretty straightforward and obvious that it is the 2's, and both numbers have 4 2's that are able to divide into them. So my highest common factor would consist of the power of 2 to the power 4, and that, remember, we need an answer that's a number or an integer, so it is 16. Number 4, calculate the simple interest if 30,000 Rand is invested at 18% per annum for 12 years. Okay, so now we're introducing a bit of financial mathematics here, and this again is throwback to term 1, and again it's in preparation for what you might be engaging with in your June examination. So we need to calculate simple interest for this invested amount here, and the invested amount is 30,000 Rand. They are asking you for the simple interest, so you are going to use the simple interest formula as one option. Okay, and the simple interest formula, of course, is P times R times N, and that is divided by 100. Okay, so let's just do it this way quickly. So if I take my P is my principal amount, okay, the amount that was invested, and that amount here is 30,000 Rand. And I multiply it by the interest rate. The interest rate is 18%, so I'll just use 18. I do not include the percent unit here. I just take the 18 as is because the division by 100 takes care of that. And then I multiply this by 12 years because N represents the number of years. And I divide all of this by 100. And I simply take my calculator, 30,000 multiplied by 18 multiplied by 12, and I get a nice big value of 6,480,000, which is not the answer. Please, we still need to divide by 100, and that then comes to 64,800 Rand, which is a nice amount of interest there for 12 years. And that's my interest, 64,800 Rand. Now, some of you still prefer sort of the manual way, if you want to call it that, and that is, well, 18% per annum is the interest charged per year. And because it's simple interest, that interest will be the same every single year. So what we can then do, if I just make all, I can then say, let me calculate my interest on 30,000 Rand for 1 year, meaning I'm going to say 30,000 times 18 over 100, because that's 18%, and that gives me what? So 30,000 multiplied, if you 18 divided by 100 is 0.18, so that would be 0.18, and that gives me 5,400 Rand. Now 5,400 Rand is the interest for, it's the interest for 1 year. So that is not the total interest that they want. Okay, so they want interest for 12 years. So I can simply say, well then, okay, if I want interest for 12 years, I will then take my 5,400 Rand and multiply it by 12 years. And that will give me 64,800 Rand. Because that's the total interest. Okay, so this is the total interest. So those are the two ways that you can calculate the simple interest, by using either this formula over here, or by calculating interest for 1 year and then multiplying it by the number of years that they are asking for to get your total interest at the end. But both answers, of course, should be the same.